Hi guys and welcome back. We got our eye set up here. It's already working pretty good, convincing, blinking, and everything is nice. So let's prepare the rig for the aim functionality. For that, I will quickly go into one of our sliders, control drag it somewhere, and show me this one, and I will rename it as before. It's going to be the aim frame and the aim control. Let's get the frame, and I would like to have something that looks like this. And we also need to set up the limitations. So we have 0, 400. Oh no, it's minus 200 and 200, I guess. Yeah, something like that. And let's get this one just under this one, and so it's like this. We're later going to duplicate everything over here and mirror it, so this will fit in nicely. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a new null object that will manage the rotation of the eye, so it will aim correctly. We could do so by just creating a new one, because we are, as you can see here at the pivot, we are 100% at the 0, 0, 0 position. So I can rename this aim eye, and I will put the eye rotator just beneath it. Another cool way to duplicate the a null or create a null is you select the object you want the null to be at. So for example, a fingertip, or I don't know, you name it, just select it and go to characters, conversions, and convert to nulls. And here you will get in the hierarchy a new one at the same position of the old one. This comes in very handy if you want to rotate joints, for example, without any translation, because they are a little bit offset in the pivot. So that's pretty nice workflow here. Okay, let's rename this aim upper eyelid, and let's duplicate it, and this is going to be our, you guessed right, lower eyelid. Let's just add one sign here so it's looking good. And the same procedure, upper eyelid comes into the aim, and again. That's pretty much it. Another thing we need to do is add a null object where we going to aim actually. So let's convert this once more to a 0 position null and rename it aim target. Okay, and this one, let's duplicate it by control dragging. This is going to be our aim up vector. So we do have something that manages the rotation, not the aim, but the rotation of the eye itself. You will see once you get there. Let's put it out of the eye mesh so we can move the eye without moving the target. Let's get this one to be a circle, 100, and it's going to be something like that. Let's make this one red also, so we know where it belongs. And we could also get the eye to be a controller itself. I forgot this one in the last lesson, so let's keep this camera oriented. That way we can rotate around the eye and always have this circle. Okay, let's colorize it. Okay, and the up vector, as the name says, is going to be up. Let's go with 1000. Okay, that's pretty nice. And now we're going to select the 3 aims. Right-clicked, and on character we get a constraint. And as I said before, we got aim and an up vector. Let's first get the aim. And now this is a bit tricky. If I select this one, you see that the z-axis in minus is here. It's showing to the other direction. So this one is going to be in z space in minus. So it's always z minus. So we get this one here and have it z minus. If, for example, just to be clear, if the x-axis would look right into it, we would choose x plus. If it would face away from it, x minus. Pretty easy. Okay, for the aim, we go with the aim target. Nothing happened, which is good. And now select this one and move it. Really working already, but if I move it like this, and it keeps on moving, really a lot of movement. At some point, the eye starts to rotate sideways. I guess this didn't happen because, I don't know, normally it happens. Maybe because I've got an aim constraint already. Let's, the up vector, I mean. Let's delete this one and rotate it once more. Yeah, as you can see right now, it just rotates anyway. So it doesn't know how to move at all. And I even can't undo it. So I need to check here and get all those rotations nulled out. So I got my original eye back. That's why we started the up vector in the first place. So this is going to be y plus, and I'm going to just move the eye up vector to it. And now I can safely rotate it without any side rotations. I can also, if I want to, move this one and everything will rotate there. I could also now change the strength of each eyelid, so it won't follow one to one, because right now the whole eye is rotating as if we would rotate the main eye itself. Okay, what else? We need to get an espresso to make this one toggable, so we can turn it on and off. Let's get in here to our eye rig, and I will add, as always, add the control. I'm going to add the x-axis like this, and I want a range mapper, and of course all the constraints. And let's get in there, and I'm going to get the strength of the aim constraint like this. And as you can see, we got our percentage here, and this makes it easy for us because we've chosen a nice number at the slider, as I mentioned before. So let's get to percent. We have -200 and 200, as I mentioned before, and this equals 0 to 100%. It's not reversed, so everything is going to work immediately. Let's connect this one and select one of those. We can lock here, and that way the attribute manager will stay, and we can just see how the strength is moving. So this is really going to be nice. One thing we could do, let's unlock this one here, so we do have our attribute manager back. One thing we also could do is get the aim target here and make it invisible once it's not needed. So we just grab the visible in editor node and connect it here, and now we're going to change from a user-defined one, and let's say 0 and 1. Let's take a look. As you can see, this one is +200 is 0, at one point, and minus 200 is 1. So we reverse it, or we can even, I think there was one trick. This is better. 1 to 2. As I mentioned before, I guess, this drop-down menu has 3 different states. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, so the minus 200 is going to be 1, and the 200 is going to be 2. And 2 means that it's on default and not on visible. If it would be visible like this would be a problem, because at some point, if you use geometry, here we don't render the circle, but I'm showing you this because I also do sliders for polygons or something, and if you got the green light here, you will see it anyways like this. And so I just use the range mapper itself, this one here, with these values to have it in a neutral position. So we have turned off and neutral, which helps when rendering, doesn't mess up anything. Okay, so we are done. Everything is working fine. I can turn off the slider, and in the next lesson I'm going to duplicate everything to the other side and finalize the rig. And I can also show you how to attach it to geometry of a head. So see you in the next lesson.